All right. You want to take that?
Just a text message.
All right, so tell us a little more about what you do here. You're obviously a trained welder, certified. Other projects, towing and recovery. What else do you guys handle besides?
Well, mainly just the towing and the welding, whatever really needs to be done. Logging equipment, I do portable welding. I got 2 local loggers that we've known for a long time, and they're giving me the chance since I'm still new into it, but they seem to be happy and calling me back, so trying to get the word out really about the business right now. So
Until your hockey career picks up.
yeah, till I get called up,
So where we left off the other night was, I believe we were at, not quite sure, you being the best auto of all 3.
I think yeah.
So there's 3 brothers. I think it's the 3rd set of 3 brothers. We had the Malettes, which at one point was 3.
Wallace.
Then we had the Wallaces, which was at 4 at one game. We had 4 Wallaces. Now we have a constant 3 autos. Has there been an auto from auto and auto? A couple times, I think.
There's been a couple times. I don't think this year yet because one of my brothers has been hurt, and then the other one got hurt. Seems like I'm the only one that can stay through the games, I guess. Nah, I don't know. I'm just kidding. But we've had a few. It's pretty cool seeing it in the newspaper and whatnot. My mom loves it. She eats that shit up. Just proud of her boys.
So tell us the history, your hockey history as far as playing the game. You guys moved up here when you were pretty young still.
Yeah, I moved up here when I was 3. And that's when I started playing, so my brothers are a few years older than me, so they were like, I don't know, 5 and 6 when they started or something like that. But I had 2 older cousins that lived here earlier. One played with Bob and Mac, and they taught us how to skate pretty much. My dad didn't know anything. He's an Iowa farm boy. Didn't really get to see the ice that much. so whenever he was out on the ice, he was wearing some boots and those feet that go around them to give you a little traction.
The cleats?
Yeah, that's how they coach one of my brother, his Vandermeers. So not much help there, so I had my cousins.
So what was your, growing up, what was your perception of the Falcons, and what did you enjoy about those games?
Oh, man, when I was younger, you'd find like a few skilled guys out on the ice that were fun to watch, and man, they used to brawl. It was awesome. It used to be 5-minute penalties, and then you get back on the ice, and it's all good. You get in a fight, you're done with it, back on the ice. I like watching that. But once I got to high school, there's getting a few more skilled players. Some of the kids that I watched that were, when I was in youth, that were in high school, came back after playing juniors and whatnot, and now I can play with those guys, which is pretty cool.
So explain now, when you fight now, or you get a game misconduct and get out for the next game.
Fight now, you get the rest of the game that you're in, and then the next game misconduct. Sometimes on special events, it's the ref kind of can decide if he wants to, just let it go, just kind of for a show, and it'll happen during like our pond hockey weekend that if the guy fights, he'll just be kicked out for the rest of this game, or just a 5-minute penalty.
What would you like, Lance, the guy that's making this for different television channels, or to pitch them? What would you say is entertaining about us, as far as
entertaining
stuff that you can share from a holistic perspective, not just the game, but
through like the big picture? I guess I see as the Falcons is, like my dad said, my brothers are on the team, so it's like a family thing. But then you get to know all the guys on the team, and we're a close group of guys. Like even 10 guys show up on the road, it's the right 10 guys, and we just had a blast together. And as in for the community-wise, you'll see. You go to a game, you see the fans, they're into it, they're loving it. they might think we're better than what we actually are, but you know, it feels pretty good. A lot of support.
And what about the ladies? How do the ladies treat you?
Some fair.
Yeah.
There's not too many up here in the Northwoods though, so you got to travel for that a little bit, but that's why you don't miss away games.
So if we win, let's say we win an independent film award or some television award, and they fly you to California, what would be your first order of business as a guest of the studio out there or the production company here?
My first order of business? You gotta clarify that a little bit. I don't know what you're saying.
So let's say Lance flies us out to celebrate our 1-year anniversary as a television show.
Mm-hmm.
You step off the plane, they say, Lucas, what would you like to do first?
What would I like to do first? In California?
Mm-hmm.
I definitely want to go party out there. Somewhere like on the beach.
Yeah.
You know, just a big beach party with the team and, I don't know, just having a blast.
Well, most of the water is toxic out there, so what would you do?
We'd stay on the freaking beach, man. I don't like sharks neither.
And what about, I think that's all we got. Shit.